Hello students, today I will deliver my lecture on electrochemistry of subject engineering chemistry for BTech first year students. I am Dr. Ravi Khare, professor of chemistry at Babu Banarsi Das Engineering College, Lucknow. Now I will start from electrochemistry from introduction. Now what content we have to discuss? First we will discuss introduction, basic concepts, electrode potential and standard electrode potential, electrochemical series, Nernst equation and numericals depend upon the Nernst equation. Now, we all are know energy. What is energy? We are aware concept of energy. We know energy very well from the beginning of our studies. We know that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but it can be transformed from one form to another form. There are various forms of energy. Here we will discuss only two forms of energy, chemical energy and electrical energy. We know that we can transform any form of energy in various forms of energy. Here we are discussing chemical energy and electrical energy. Therefore, chemical energy can be converted into electrical energy and electrical energy can be converted into chemical energy. But these transformations governed by various principles, various rules, various methods and processes, and the branch of physical chemistry, that is electrochemistry, will study the various principles involved transformation of chemical energy, electrical energy, various rules involved, various methods, various processes are involved for transforming chemical energy into electrical energy and electrical energy into chemical energy. Therefore, we can define the electrochemistry is the branch of physical chemistry which deals with the interdependence of chemical changes and electrical energies. Before going into detail, we would like to discuss some basic terms, basic concepts, in which first is conductor. What is conductor? These are substances which conduct electricity. For example, solutions of acids, alkalis, salts, etc. Non-conductors, these are substances which do not conduct electric current, that is, do not allow passage of electric current through it. For example, wood, rubber, etc. These are non-conductors, means non-conductors cannot flow electric current through it. Now, electrodes, these are materials. What is electrode? Electrode is material. An electrode is a solid electric conductor that carries electric current into non-metallic solid or liquid, that is a metal rod or a strip which conducts electrons into and out of a solution. There are two types of electrodes, one is negative electrode, another is positive electrode. Negative electrode is called anode, while positive electrode is called cathode. At the anode, oxidation reactions are taking place, and at the cathode, reduction reactions are taking place. Now, we come to electrolytes. It is very important from electrochemistry point of view. Electrolytes, it is a substance which is in aqueous solution or in molten or fused state, liberates ions and allows electric current to pass through it. Therefore, we can define electrolytes. Electrolytes are electrovalent substances that forms ions in the solution which conduct an electric current. Therefore, electrolytes are very important from the electrochemistry point of view. Now, oxidation and reduction. You have already learnt oxidation reduction earlier. Here we will discuss very brief. Loss of electron is oxidation, gain of electron is reduction. A substance cannot lose electrons unless another substance which can gain electron is also present in the system. In other words, oxidation can take place only if the reduction can take place at the same time and in the same system. These are complementary processes, therefore, it is generally referred as redox reactions. You know that without oxidation, reduction is not possible, and without reduction, oxidation is not possible. Now, we will start electrode potential. Main electrochemistry starts from here. Here we will use metals. You know metal? Metal has very good tendency to lose electron very easily. Metal have great tendency to lose electron very easily and become positively charged metal ions. A very good phenomena which is known as here electrode potential. When a piece of metal is placed into a solution containing its own ions, for example, when you place zinc metal into zinc sulphate solution, what you are doing? You are placing zinc metal in zinc sulphate solution, means you are placing zinc in its own ion containing electrolyte. When you place a metal in when a piece of metal is placed into a solution containing its own ions, a potential difference exists between the solution and the metal. This potential difference is known as electrode potential. Here you can see this is metal negatively charged and this is positive charged electrolyte. Between the a potential difference existing. This potential is known as electrode potential of single electrode system or of the metal. This electrode potential depends upon the temperature of the system. Number 2, the concentration of metal ions present in the solution and the nature of metal, that is electropositive character of metal. These are 3 parameters on which electrode potential depends. There are 3 parameters. Now, if you fix temperature constant, you can do it, you can keep temperature constant. You can also maintain the concentration of electrolyte. How will you maintain? When you are preparing solution of electrolyte, you can create concentration constant. Suppose you are maintaining concentration of electrolyte as 1 gram ion per liter. So, you are keeping concentration of metal ions constant, you are keeping temperature constant and you are using same metal. Therefore, the electropositive character of metal is same throughout the system. Therefore, you are keeping all 3 parameters are constant. Therefore, when you calculate electrode potential at these 3 constant parameters, then the electrode potential is known as standard electrode potential. So, we can define the electrode potential of a given metal at 25 degrees Celsius when the concentration of the metal ions in the solution forming the electrode system is 1 gram ion per liter is constant, which is known as standard electrode potential of the metal. It is denoted by E naught or E 0. This is unique property of metal, because the standard electrode potential of a metal is a measure of its electropositive character. Very important point. The standard electrode potential of a metal is measure of its electropositive character, but the absolute value of electrode potential of a single electrode system cannot be calculated or measured. Only relative values can be determined. For this purpose, the standard of comparison is taken to be hydrogen electrode or standard hydrogen electrode SHE. What is it? The standard hydrogen electrode or normal hydrogen electrode consists of hydrogen at 1 atmosphere pressure supported on platinum plate placed into a solution containing hydrogen ions at the concentration of 1 gram ion per liter at 298 K, that is 25 degrees Celsius. The electrode potential of this standard hydrogen electrode or normal hydrogen electrode is taken to be 0. After calculating the standard electrode potential of all metals, we are having now standard electrode potential of all metals. Knowing the standard electrode potentials of the metals may be arranged in the order of their decreasing electropositive character to form a series which is known as electrochemical series ECE. A few important metals of this series are shown in this here show decreasing order. Now, few important characteristics of electrochemical series. Electropositive nature decreases downwards, electron losing tendency decreasing downwards, reactivity of metal decreasing downwards, reducing power decreases downwards. A metal high in the series can displace metal below it from their salt solutions. Very important point it is, meaning by zinc can displace copper from the copper sulphate solution, but copper cannot displace or replace zinc from zinc sulphate solution. Therefore, these are very important point in view of reasoning questions, numerical questions. We can take up these points for solving problems. Now, the Nast equation, it is very important equation, very important, and this is a pure mathematical equation. Using this equation we can calculate cell potential of an electrochemical cell at given temperature, given pressure and reactant concentrations. The Nast equation is often used to calculate the cell potential of an electrochemical cell at any given temperature, any pressure and reactant concentrations. This equation was introduced first by a German chemist W. H. Nast. That is why in their honor it is known as Nast equation. Nast equation is general equation that relates the Gibbs free energy and cell potential in electrochemistry. Gibbs free energy is very important thermodynamic function. This equation gives a relation between Gibbs free energy and cell potential. It is very helpful in determining the cell potential equilibrium constant. You have already read equilibrium constant in law of chemical equilibrium. It takes into account the values of standard electrode potential E0, E0, temperature, activity and the equilibrium constant for the calculation of cell potential. Here we use term activity in place of molar concentration, because for electrolytes activity and molar concentrations are not always equal. That is why for the electrolyte or electrolytic solutions we use activity in place of molar concentrations. For any cell reaction, Gibbs free energy can be related to standard electrode potential. The mathematical relationship to calculate the half cell potential, that is electrode potential E, from the standard electrode potential E0 or E0, the temperature of the cell is called the Nast equation, which is stated mathematically as E is equal to E0 minus 2.303 RT upon NF log of K, where E0 is standard electrode potential, R is gas constant, K Kelvin temperature, N number of electrons transferred in the half cell reaction. This is important. What is N? N is number of electrons. Which electrons? The number of electrons transferred in half cell reaction, because cell is comprised of 2 half cells. So, n is the number of electrons transferred in the half cell reaction. F is Faraday of electricity, that is 96500 coulombs, and K is equilibrium constant for the half cell reaction as in equilibrium law. This is very important equation. This is known as Nast equation, and this equation is used for the determination of cell potential, gas free energy, equilibrium constant at various temperature or various pressure. This equation is the backbone of electrochemistry. Now, we come to the electromotive force, that is EMF. This is very important concept related to electrochemistry. It is also called as cell potential. You experience the flow of current, that is electricity. Electricity cannot flow from one point or one electrode to another electrode unless there is a potential difference. If there will be no difference of potential, no electricity will flow. Therefore, the flow of electricity from one electrode to another electrode in a galvanic cell indicates that two electrodes have different potentials. This is the cause of electricity flow. Therefore, we can define electromotive force in terms of potential difference. We can define as the difference potential which cause flow of current from electrode which is at higher potential to electrode which is at lower potential is called electromotive force, that is EMF. It is generally mentioned by EMF or written as EMF in short form. EMF of an electrochemical cell is the maximum potential difference between two electrodes of a cell, and it is given as EMF is equal to reduction potential of cathode. Generally in the electrochemistry, electrode potential are represented as reduction potential. There are two terms, oxidation potential and reduction potential. As the nomenclature is concerned, we generally express the electrode potential in terms of reduction potential. Oxidation potential and reduction potential are the same values in magnitude, but they are having opposite sign. If oxidation potential is 1 volt, then reduction potential is minus 1 volt. If reduction potential is plus 2 volt, oxidation potential is minus 2 volt. Just reverse the sign, you will get the value. EMF is equal to reduction potential of cathode. Cathode means written on right hand side of the chemical reaction, chemical cell, minus reduction potential of anode written on the left hand side. Therefore, we can write E cell of E cathode minus E anode, or you can write E cell is equal to E right minus E left. In form of standard electrode potential, you can write E 0 of cell is equal to E 0 of cathode minus E 0 of anode. This is the concept of various way of electrochemistry. Now, we can use applications of Nast equation in forms of numerical problems, analytical problems. Now, we take up first question. There are various questions are asked in examinations question papers. Now, write the cell reaction and calculate the EMF at 298 K involve the cell, and cell is given as zinc within bracket S stands solid, single vertical line, zinc ion within bracket 1 m is written, 1 m is concentration of zinc ion. Then double lines are there, this is salt bridge. Then copper ions within bracket 1 m is concentration of copper ions in the electrolyte present. Single line, vertical line, copper in solid state. This is the cell. We will discuss later, but this is the cell. Given that E 0 of copper plus plus comma copper is equal to plus 0.339 volt and E 0 of zinc plus plus comma zinc is equal to minus 0.761 volt. Now, you have to write cell reaction, half cell reaction and determine the standard electrode potential of the cell. How will you solve this question? How will you calculate the answer? Now, first you have to write half cell reaction. Here you are having a cell, zinc and copper, two half cells, zinc half cell and copper half cell. You know, according to the given cell, this is the anode part, this is cathode part. Cathode part is always written at right hand side, while anode part is written always at left hand side. So, here oxidation is taking place, here reduction is taking place. Oxidation means loss of electron, means zinc is releasing electron in this way, zinc is releasing electron in this way, 2 electrons are released, therefore, the 2 plus charge are there, this is zinc metal ion. These 2 electrons are receiving by copper ions, therefore, copper is receiving 2 electrons becoming copper in solid form. These are half cell reactions, zinc is equal to zinc ion plus 2 electrons, copper ions plus 2 electrons is equal to copper. These are called half cell reactions. Complete cell reaction, you add these 2 reactions, electrons will get cancelled out, you will get zinc plus copper ions is equal to zinc ion plus copper. This is complete cell reaction. So, you have completed one part of the question. Now, you have to calculate electrode potential. You just have learnt that E 0 of the cell, standard E 0 of the cell, E 0 or standard electrode potential of the cell can be determined by the E 0 right minus E 0 left or E 0 cathode minus E 0 anode. You are given this value, you are also given this value in the question, given. Put the value here, you will get the answer. In this way, you can calculate the standard electrode potential of any given cell. So, you can do it. Now, come to the second question. Predict whether the reaction is given, cell is given, reaction is given. Predict whether the reaction is feasible or not. What do you mean by feasible or feasibility? Feasible means you have to tell them whether this reaction is possible or not possible. So, there are 2 parameters you can answer. Number 1, by calculating its standard electrode potential, and second, you can answer on the basis of electrochemical series. You know it, you have studied electrochemical series and Nast equation. Now, first we will take up electrode potential. The half cell reactions are this. Here, this is part of anode and this is cathode. This is reaction. Here, according to this reaction, according to this equation, you are given silver is releasing 2 electrons, and zinc is gaining 2 electrons. This is as per the equation given to you for the numerical. According to this reaction, silver is releasing 2 electrons and zinc is gaining 2 electrons, and this value is given to you. Now, you can calculate standard electrode potential of cell is equal to E 0 cathode minus E 0 anode. Putting the given value, you will get minus 1.563 volt. Now, your answer is negative. Negative answer shows this reaction is not feasible. Therefore, predict whether the reaction is feasible or not, your answer is this reaction is not feasible because standard electrode potential are in negative sign. Therefore, since E0 cell is negative, hence the reaction is not feasible. This is your answer on the basis of determination of standard electrode potential. This is one way. Now, second way, on the basis of electrochemical series, you can also answer of this series. Now, see the series, electrochemical series, zinc is here and silver is here. Zinc is here, silver is here, and you read that the a metal high in the series can displace metal below it from the their salt solution. Now, zinc is much above the silver, therefore, silver cannot displace zinc from their salt, while zinc can do. In the given equation, silver is releasing zinc from zinc sulphate solution, which is not possible, Now, come to the next question, question number 3. Write the electrode reactions and calculate the cell potential of the following cell. You are giving the cell. Now, you can write also half cell reaction. Magnesium releases 2 electron, calcium ions receive 2 electrons, and this is the half cell reactions, and this is complete cell reaction. You are giving the values, putting the values in the cell, you get the answer. This is Nernst equation is equal to 0.0591 upon n log of this concentration. Concentration is given, copper concentration is given here, and magnesium concentration is given here. Putting the value of these two and simplify the numerical problem, you will get the answer. Now, next question, question number 4, calculate the EBF of the cell at this point. Similarly, you can write the half cell reactions, putting the value of given values in this, you will get the answer. Zinc concentration is given and silver concentration is given, putting the value here, you will get the answer. N is co, because 2 electrons are transferring in half cell reactions. Therefore, we have n is equal to 2, putting the value of desired terms, you will get the answer. So, in this way we can calculate electrode potential, we can calculate standard electrode potential, and we can also predict whether reaction is feasible or not, or reaction will take place or not. So, this is the first lecture regarding the Nernst equation, their problems. I hope you understand. If there is problem, you can discuss. Thank you.